In the media, I believe there are kind of two or so categories that the media does. They have this strong woman who they kind of portray as aggressive, without a heart. She's typically the boss that no one really likes. She could be beautiful, but she is definitely seen as very aggressive. An example I have is Sandra Bullock in The Proposal, or in The Devil Wears Prada, Meryl Streep's character. She's beautiful, but no one really likes her, and regardless of how powerful she is, if maybe a man was in the exact same position, nobody would say anything. But since it's a woman, she's kind of aggressive. If a man was the boss, he'd just be considered ambitious. The second media stereotype that I've noticed is like the sexy, young, vibrant woman. Sometimes she's not vibrant, she's okay in intelligence, but men just like her because she's so beautiful. And if she is intelligent or has a special skill, the movie or media focuses on just how beautiful she is, or how men see her as being so hot. The best way I could describe it would be, if you've seen Transformers, Shia LaBeouf, he looks at Megan Fox and he kind of stares at her body, even though she knows so much about the mechanics of a car. He's just so infatuated with her beauty and not really like focusing on some talent that not even men have, and they're the ones that are obsessed with cars. So I think the media just really focuses on the sexualization of women. I am always a little afraid of being too aggressive or being too like forward, and I sometimes take on a little more shy personality just because I think, oh well, that's the way maybe women are supposed to be. And even though I know that's not true, that my parents encourage me to be forward and they're like, go after what you want, sometimes this overwhelming like shyness comes over me. And I think that really does come from the media, where they'll show women that are attractive to men are often like maybe more submissive, more quiet, and sometimes that does influence the way I act today. The stereotypes that the media portrays does carry over to your education and into the career or workforce. An example that I have is that my public relations professors brought in two different women speakers. One woman was about 28, and she was telling us how she came to work at this oil refinery, and when she first came, she was wearing heels and wearing more, I guess, feminine outfits, and the people weren't taking her as seriously, even though what she was saying and what she was presenting was credible. So what she was telling us is that she did have to change a little bit who she was, and it probably does come from what the media portrays and how the population in general takes in the same perception of media, that if a woman is happy and perky, she really can't be taken seriously. Second example I have was a publicist, and what she was telling us is that in Hollywood, as a woman, you will face ageism and sexism. You're just going to have to deal with it and work hard and show them what you can do, because once you show them what you can do, they will take you seriously. Just do your thing. Don't let other people's limitations limit you. How many of you are feminists? And I would say about like 5 people raised their hand. And then she's like, okay, she pulls up the dictionary and she reads the definition of feminism, and just the definition was the belief that women should be treated equal to men. And then she asked again, how many of you are feminists? And the entire class raised their hand. So I think the media kind of has this horrible image of feminism where it's like a woman will hate if a man pulls out a chair for her and be like, no, I do things by myself, and close the door. But I think feminism is just honestly believing that women should be treated equally. What's great about what women have the opportunity to do is that even though the media does have this image of women, now we get the challenge of overcoming these these stereotypes. And honestly, nothing that is worth doing will be easy, and it won't be easy overcoming these stereotypes. Women will have to work harder and just have the same education as men, and even try to outshine others in the workplace and just do their thing. So even though it maybe won't be easy breaking through, like being that sexy woman in the office, it'll be a challenge, and at the end of the day, women can look back maybe like 20 years from now and be like, I was part of that movement. I was part of like educating myself and maybe avoiding that stereotype. So looking back at the end of the day, it'll be worth it.